Hey, crafty friends. I am coming on because I feel a little bit adventurous. You all know that I generally don't come on and do a lot of tutorials. I actually enjoy watching you all while I craft. It's so therapeutic for me, you have no idea. And I know very well that we all do our crafting in varied forms. For me, it's watching you, my friends, while I create. So it's very, very much out of my realm to turn on the camera while I craft. But I am so excited inside. I'm tickled pink because uh, Liz from the paper project, I believe that's the last part of her thing. But Liz, she's in Toronto herself. Liz inspired me with this set creation, and two other ladies. I think one of them was actually inspired by her. I know um, Junie um, from Australia. I know she as well did this project. So basically, it's taking envelopes and paper bags and using them as pockets and pages to make a journal. Now, some of them they've just, I think Junie, for example, oh, you know what? Joanna Cloth, but Joanna, I think she too is Australian. She Claw, I believe her name is pronounced her last name, but Joanna, everybody knows Joanna. She's so beautiful. We've watched her with all our children growing up and, all of that, and everyone's getting big now. But she did one as well, and I love hers. No, I looked for it and I couldn't find her example. But basically, she had lots of these envelopes and papers and such. I don't have a wide variety, but thank God I have enough. And so what she did though was made it into a journal. She didn't just use envelopes and paper bags. She incorporated book sheets into it. So I thought I'd come on and cut down my papers and show you, and then I'll show you one that I've already finished. And that's what's made me so excited. I went to work and all I could think about was this journal that I created. It is soft and squishy, so beautiful. And what I love about it is that it will allow me to add lots of ephemera and such for whoever gets it. I want it to be an ephemera slash journal so that I can use all of my die cut pieces and just bless people. So that's what I am doing. When I sell my journals, I want them to have lovely stuff tucked inside of it. So I'm just gonna do what comes naturally, and that is cutting down our paper. And I probably, listen guys, I'm not good with the whole camera and such, so I'm not gonna be fast forwarding and all that stuff. If you're doing something while watching this, that's even better, because that way you're gonna be able to busy yourself rather than feel bored that Ayesha is just sitting here cutting down paper. But again, I wanted to come on and show you what's gotten me so excited. As I work on other things, all I had on my mind is this, creating these lovely um, ephemera holder journal. I think that's what I want to call it, because it will be holding ephemeras, but at the same time it's going to be a journal. So thank you, Liz. And I don't know if any of you have ever purchased journals and such from Liz. She's got a store, like a shop, and Liz is like the champion for ephemera holders and everything. and she also sells journals and such, and I actually started off selling in her shop. I live in Canada as well. We live probably, what, 2 hours apart, Liz? Somewhere maybe 2.5, maybe an hour and a half to 2 hours by car. I've never met her, but she is amazing, and she's been doing this for such a long time. So yes, you go about putting your journal together same as how you would do any other journal after you've organized your envelopes and such. And then you continue by adding your pages, and voila. What I love about it is that it's so squishy. And then you have a perfect spot to place all of your ephemeras without having them fall out. And the person receiving the journal will be very, very happy. Because you know what? We purchase a whole lot of die cuts and all these things, right? And dies and everything, big dies, thinlets, whatever. And we don't get to use them as much as we should after spending all the money on them. So I say, don't hurt it, just use it up. Use your stuff. What are you going to hold on to it for? So at this point, I'm going to start adding some, so you see it's coming together. At this point, I'm going to start adding some pages into it. So bear with me. So I think I might have to cut down my paper a little bit. Cut this down a bit. So I like using the 17 by whatever paper that is, because I use the offcuts for little booklets and such in my journals. Let's see how this comes out. Yep, I gotta cut this down just a tad. Okay, so let's go ahead and cut this down a bit. Oh, too much paper. Alright, hold on. So it's good to do your measurements first. I just couldn't remember the width that I had. And I should let you guys know that, I don't know about you, but I much prefer to not have to buy blades every time. And so after a while, I decided to get this cutter. And it's made such a difference for me, because now I don't have to buy blades. And I can cut 5 sheets, 6 sheets all at once. So there you have it, an example of how I've been adding. So here are my regular pages in there. This particular journal, all of my journals, I really got into loving the length, which is 10.5 by 6. I just love it. Enough space for journaling. My journals are primarily writing journals, and with that, then I'm able to now have my ephemeras in there. I have lots and lots of big dies, and actually I'm looking for some more. If anyone happens to have big dies and you want to trade or you want to sell them or whatever, I've got fabrics. You guys know I have fabrics, I have paper. I can trade with you. I've got lots of wallpaper. So let me know. Let me know. Let me know. Oh. Let me know. Let me know. Yeah. So if you have any big size that you're not using and you have sitting around, I would love to see what they are. And maybe I might be interested. I have to cut down my paper a little bit more. Okay, so I'm gonna cut this down a little bit more. I'm gonna do about 2 more cuts and then stop, because you get the idea. I just want to keep doing this. And like I said, I am just turning on the camera. You're here with me, and you can keep crafting away while you're here. I do that with you guys all the time. But if anyone wants to go, that's okay, because you get the idea on how to do this. I just want you to know that Liz and Junie and who else? A few more ladies, they've done this before. Some a little bit more different than others. Some of them with beautiful paper bags and such, like beautiful paper bags. I just got this one here. This one I had sent away to the States for. This one is a regular brown paper bag. This one I bought off Amazon, the flat ones without the gusset. I've got a white envelope here, a large white envelope. I've got this sandwich bag, which is great for, I just folded it in half there with a top pocket. Then I've got this large manila envelope, I think you call these. And in here, I've got a white, almost, it's not the, oh, what do you call the white ones? These little paper bags. It's not the glycine, you know what it's called. But that's not, this is more paper. It's not the ones that you can't, like glue and all that. This is regular paper. And then I've got an envelope here. And as you can see, it's coming around. You're actually seeing what we can get out of this. So basically, this is what it is. And of course, once you have all of that, then the next thing to do, hold on. The next thing to do would be when you're finished adding all your papers. Of course, this is not finished, but when you finish adding all your papers, you get your cover. For me, this is wallpaper and then cardstock on the inside, stitched around, and then you go on, stitching in your signature. And again, this is just, I just did this It's not sewn in or anything. I just wanted you to see a rough copy of what this could look like. It's not finished. Let me show you what is finished. Bam! So if you waited around to the end, you got to see this. I love it. Thank you, Liz. Thank you, Junie, and every other person out there that's done this before me. It's not fully embellished and all that, but I did a little bit already. Wallpaper outside, cardstock on the inside. Love the fact that I can just go on in, put my items, so when the person pull it out, they have all these lovely ephemeras and places to add their stuff. These are just cards. I've got so many cards now that I share and share. Again, my pockets. I'm starting to make sure that I use my odds and ends scrappy pieces and such to decorate my journals. Utilize my scrappy pieces. So for me, having all of these extra tuck spots just provides more opportunity to bless people with items, you know, so they're not getting just a journal to write in, they're also having fun pieces that they can go on to use elsewhere. Many people don't have dies and such to embellish their journals. This is a tag. I'm working on creating tags now, guys. I want to get better at creating tags. So I got this one. And listen, everything that I know, I learned by accident or watch some of my friends. So that's how we all learn and do. So there's so many of you that's been making tags, and I just want to learn to effortlessly create tags. So I've been watching some of you all. I so love this. The fact that a whole lot of goodies can go into more pockets. It's one of my cards. More pockets. So you don't have to worry about your stuff falling out. Now this one I decided to make like a side pocket here. So I didn't cut this part off. I left it. But I cut this end off. And so this is my Ephemera pocket holder journal. Listen, I probably am not the best when it comes to giving tutorials, but if you stuck around and you saw this all the way to the end and saw how I incorporated all these pockets and such, you can't even tell, like, depending on, because I had like how many 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 total of paper bags and envelopes combined, and that's the same amount that I used in here. They're the same pieces that I used in here, right? You see the envelope? I use these same pieces in here. And so with that, with my wallpaper pages, with my book pages, all of that give me this beautiful, squishy, lovely journal that I don't know even if I want to sell this one. It is so beautiful, the feel of it, the look of it. I'm actually so proud of this one. And I love how the front of it says, "In heaven, you are forgiven." So beautiful. I thank you guys if you've stuck around to watch this. How beautiful. And again, all the ladies who've taken the time to create these before I got around to it. Thank you. Blessings. Blessings, my friend. What a wonderful time to take up paper crafting. And again, any time is a wonderful time. Take care. Ayesha, Young's Paper Creations. Be blessed. And leave a comment, guys. Leave a comment. Say something. Blessings. Bye bye. Thank you, subscribers.